All right, so I don't have a green screen anymore, so this is just how it's gonna be. I hope you guys are okay with that. And the reason why is because I broke it on accident. I got really upset at something. Yeah, I got really upset at something and I tried to close it really fast and the whole thing just went kaboom and it wasn't good. So, oh my God, thank you for the super chat. Izuku, thank you. Oh my God, that was so random, but thank you. I really, really appreciate it. How are you guys doing? Are we excited for the stream today? I'm waiting for it to start. I thought it started early, but I think that Twitch just started playing the last one. So that's what happened there. But let's do this, right? I'm excited. I'm good. How are you? You didn't miss anything. I'm gonna shut my window. It's really windy outside. Hold on. God, is it like really windy for anyone else? I live in like the northeast part of the United States and there's like a huge windstorm right now. It's kind of crazy. But yeah. I'm waiting to see if the stream's starting. It's 2:02. No, they're not live yet, guys. I guess maybe they're a little late today. Wait, the stream is today, right? I want to make sure I got the right day. They're not on. Window capture, display capture. There we go. Yay. All right, I'm just waiting for it to pop up. No sign of it coming yet, but we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, it's supposed to be today, hoping for this base. Yeah, I know. I hope it's a good update. For this big BS update. Is that, does that mean what I think it means? They don't even show up to their own stream. I got scared because on their Twitch page, it started playing the spa day refresh and I didn't realize it was playing the spa day refresh because I had the window closed and I had my headphones on and I was listening and I was like, shit, they started early. And I'm like rushing to try to get this thing working. And then I was like, oh wait, they're playing the old one. So it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, they're not live yet. So we're just gonna have to wait around, guys. We're just gonna chill for a minute. Maybe that gives me enough time to get my coffee because I made coffee, but I didn't have enough time to run downstairs and get it. So, you know what? I'm gonna go run and grab it really quickly. I'm just gonna hope they don't start within the 2 minutes. Yeah, I'm just gonna go grab it real quick. Did they start? Did I miss anything? Okay, so take a guess what coffee creamer I got. Now, before you guess, don't think hard. It's not a hard answer. I think most of you will be able to guess it. Take a guess. You won't be able to tell by the color though, but it's so good. They're not live. It would say if they were live, right? Oh my gosh. A lot of you are kind of, well, not a lot of you. Some of you are wrong. It's pumpkin spice. It's obvious because we're getting to that season. We're getting to that season. Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna be waiting a minute. It looks like they forgot about their own stream, guys. I'm kind of surprised. I just woke up like 40 minutes ago and I've been scrambling, but I guess there was no point in scrambling because, yeah. You got some too? Oh, I agree. French vanilla is definitely way better than pumpkin spice. The only reason why I got pumpkin spice is because this is the only one that Target had. Surprisingly, I know, you'd think that they'd be sold out of that. And all I drink is French vanilla, but I do still prefer it. It's my favorite. Imagine there is no stream. I just want to make sure I got the right day and time because it's unlike them to be like over 5 minutes late. Normally they start to stream a few minutes early and there's like a countdown that's going on, but I guess maybe they're having like maybe technical difficulties or something. I don't know. Yeah, this is it right here. Tuesday, 10/26 at 2 p.m. It is 2 p.m. Eastern. So I guess we just wait on it. You've never tried the pumpkin spice latte? Oh, it's actually really good. I don't really get the lattes that often when I go to Starbucks, but I tried it again this year because it's been a minute and I love it. The steamed milk makes it so much better. So much better. Yeah, it's on Twitch. When they tweeted, the link that they sent out was a Twitch link. So I made sure that I checked that before the stream, but looks like we're waiting. It's okay. I'm fine with waiting. There's nothing wrong with waiting. Is fall your favorite season? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, they said they're a few minutes late. Okay, thank you. Cool. They're having technical difficulties. Oh no. Oh no. All right, so while we're waiting for them, this would be a good time to talk about what we think is going to be talked about in this stream. A lot of people are saying, don't get your hopes up. It's going to be something small, maybe like a gallery update or maybe a new bar. Also, the spooky surprise is going to be interesting too. What do you guys think is going to be showed off or revealed in the stream today? What are we thinking? Honestly, I don't even know. Oh my gosh, Tracy, thank you. You guys are so sweet. You don't have to do all that. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. You're amazing, Tracy, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. New swatches, you think it'll be a spooky hot tub? Either a spooky hot tub or a spooky bar, honestly. We have so many bars, so many bars. Spooky refresh? I hope, but I doubt it, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I really hope for something like that, but I think a refresh like that, they would probably let us know it's coming in advance. You know, you think a baby update is being revealed today? I have some news for you. You're gonna be very disappointed when they don't announce that. I don't think it's a refresh either. Yeah, I was just saying, like, I would love that, but the chances of that actually happening are like super, super low. Why is this so loud? Can I just like... There we go. I got my Sims. Do you guys have your Sims playlist? Look, I swear, go on Spotify, go on Apple Music. You can get all of them. And you can save them. This is what I just have my Sims playlist and I just shuffle it. So it plays Sims 1 music, Sims 2, and Sims 3 and Sims 4 songs. In case you just want to listen while you're playing the game, you can do that. A new bat animation? Stop! You guys are gonna manifest the worst possible things for them to add. You guys really are. Nikki, thank you for the $5 super chat. I really, really appreciate it. They say werewolves. I highly doubt it, but I'd love to have them finally. I know, it would be so cool. No, that would be awesome for the for maybe a future refresh. For them to add that. That would be so cool. Probably small, but I miss playing in general, so. Yeah, is anyone else kind of taking a break from the game right now? I feel like I do this a lot normally with Sims though. Also, let me check to make sure it's not live. I don't want to miss it. It's not live, okay. I feel like I do this often, but like I will play like all day and all night for like 3 weeks straight, and then I won't touch the game for like 2 months. Does anyone else play like that too? Where you just like are obsessively, like excessively obsessed with the game or any game, and then you have a burnout period where you stop and you're sick of it and you don't touch it, you don't think about it, you don't watch videos on it, and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, it's like a switch that, and you're like, ooh, I wanna play Sims, and then you're right back in it again with the nonstop, every day, every week. That's just how I am. It's so weird. Yeah, oh my gosh, a whole lot of you guys are the same way. Because I see people all the time on social media and they're just like, oh, I never get sick of the game. I'm always playing or trying something new. And it's just like, I don't know how you do it, because just naturally I get burnt out and tired of things. It doesn't matter what it is. Maybe it's just because I have ADHD or something, but I don't know. Because I do, but who knows? Holy shit! Dark Fox Girl. $50 super chat. Oh my gosh. You did not have to do that. You are so sweet. Hey, how are you doing? Oh, they're live. I'm doing all right. How are you? How are you? I got my coffee and I'm half asleep. Had my birthday yesterday and wanted you to get some cake to celebrate with me. Thanks for always making us smile. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Guys, can we get a happy birthday in the chat for Dark Fox Girl 13? Happy birthday, darling. And thank you for sharing your cake with me. I appreciate it. I haven't had cake in so long. Does anybody go to the store and just buy birthday cake even though it's not their birthday? The last time I had cake, I went and I bought a whole cake for myself. Just me. I didn't share it with anyone. Oh, it was fun. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It was so good. I tend to do that sometimes, you know? Oh, we're finally starting. I'm so excited. Let me make sure I'm sharing my screen. I am. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Thank you all for the birthday wishes for Dark Fox Girl. You guys are sweet. I love old Sims music. Oh my god, Sims 2 and Sims 3 music, it is my life. It is absolutely my life. Oh my gosh, I just realized I filmed a whole Let's Play for you guys and I haven't even released it. I don't even know if I'm gonna put it out at this point. I was thinking about just shelving it or scrapping it. I need to make thumbnails for all the parts. But I haven't filmed most of it. I don't know why. I just feel like if I post it, not many people are gonna watch it. So I was thinking about maybe making it like a Patreon exclusive series for my supporters over there and just posting the whole thing at once, just for everyone to binge. But I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna think about it. I need some time to think on it. I don't know why I keep procrastinating. I think that that's giving me a sign. If I keep procrastinating on it, I don't know. It's Sims 4 Cottage Living Let's Play. I have like 12 parts. I have 12 parts filmed and edited completely, like they're done. But I don't have any thumbnails made except for the first part. So. Don't make it lost media. I know, I'm gonna see what I can do. I just feel like by the time I post it, it's like everyone's sick of Cottage Living now. So it's like, is anyone even gonna wanna watch it? I should have posted it right away. I should have. I don't know what I was doing. I wanted time to like you know, plan it and not have to be stressed about having another part up because I can record it at my own like accord, you know? Jeffrey, thank you for the $10 super chat. They need to do a Generations pack. It was my best part of Sims 3. Yes, yes, yes. You know, excuse me, coffee burp. Generations, I think Generations and Seasons are like tied as my favorite packs from The Sims 3. But here's the deal. Okay, I don't know if we're gonna ever get Generations because I feel like if we were, well, why'd the quality just take a shit? Let me fix this. Okay, we cannot let that happen. Does anyone else feel like at this point we're probably not gonna get Generations for The Sims 4? I just feel like we would have gotten it already, you know? I don't know. Refresh the live. I'm on it now. This is it. It's counting down 50 seconds. You guys can see it, right? Is it showing? We've been treated as fools. No. Well, I mean, I guess if that's your opinion, right? You voted no because The Sims disappoints. Yeah, vote in the poll that I put up. Oh my gosh, 1,500 votes. I've never done a poll in the live chat before, but we can do polls because I want to see what you guys think about things. And sometimes spamming the chat, I can't see all the answers. And the poll is going to give me the clear result that I am looking for. So right now it looks like I asked, are you guys excited about what's to be revealed or talked about today? 80% of you said yes, 20% of you said no. It's actually a lot higher than I thought it was going to be. I will say that. All right, let's go. I'm gonna pause. I'm pausing my music so I can resume the audio.
Hi, everybody. So, thank you so much for hanging in there for our technical problems, but we're here.
Yeah, sorry.
Welcome back to another Inside Maxis, where we tell you things that you want to know, hopefully. So I am Sim Gururovsky. I am a producer for The Sims 4, and with me is the wonderful Salo.
Hi, I'm Simbu Salo, and I'm a concept artist for The Sims 4.
So today we have an exciting live stream for you today. Hopefully, I'm sorry, I'm moving around back and forth. That's fine. So we have an exciting live stream for you today, so we're hoping that you enjoy it. Salo, what do you think? Would they like it?
Yeah, I'm super excited, and we have a lot of things to show and talk about, so you gotta wait till the end, because we are showing some stuff too.
Wait till the end, yeah!
All right.
That's how they get you.
So I guess we can start to quickly look at what is our program for today.
Mm-hmm.
If that is it. So, besides introducing ourselves, Salo, are you introduced? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, cool. We are also going to talk about Latin American players, how they make The Sims. And how wonderful they are. We're started by celebrating their contributions to the game and great Latin American players for our community. If you haven't read the stories, I recommend you go for the You Make The Sims website, and you will see them all there. And they're really wonderful, and I really recommend you guys read it. We have continued to celebrate our live stream series, The Sim Together. If you guys haven't checked that out, I recommend it as well. In this particular case, we have the mystery of ¿Dónde está la abuela? Where is grandma? Salo, do you know?
No.
So in this
you
case,
guys
five
stop.
wonderful simmers
The
have solved
chat,
the
not
mystery.
again, not
Abuela
again.
is now found. So, yeah, abuela.
Why does this
today
happen
we're
every
showcasing
stream?
some Latin American artists that we have partnered with for The Sims 4. And after that, we will have another creator chat with all members of the community. This chat will be in Spanish, but subtitled.
I'm boring.
So,
I'm boring already. I'm
enjoy
trying to listen.
ourselves speaking in Spanish, me being socially awkward in Spanish also. You can have it subtitles, but just make sure you come back to us.
Can we stop with the thirsting in the chat?
A special guest from Special Effects, which is a wonderful charity that enables people with physical disabilities to play video games. So stay tuned for that.
Oh, okay.
We're also going to be watching today some of the entries that are participating in their contest for the fan art posters. So stay tuned for that. That will be great to see. We also have the Sim 411, What's Cooking. Basically, we have some hot topics, and we brought our very own hot topic for you guys today. So not just from the community, but also ourselves. So that's really good. And we have a sneaky peek into what's coming into the base game in the next update. So we
It's
have
a free
exciting
update.
news
Okay.
for you guys today. So hopefully,
Yes.
you enjoy that. So I'm gonna turn it out to.
No packs, guys. It's a free update
So
they're
let's
going to talk
start with
about.
Latin American players make The Sims. So today we're celebrating Latin American Simmers all around the world. So I want to say hola to everyone, like from Ecuador, Argentina, Mexico, Panama, Peru, Chile, Brazil, everyone who is part of Latin America or everyone who calls Latin America home. So we want to say especially hi to people who are either leaving their native country or maybe they're not living there, but their heart is in there as well. So as Nadia mentioned before on the You Make the Sims website, we celebrated players that are from Latin America for their rich and unique contribution to the community and to the game. We know that Latin America is famous for the arts, for music, for food, for kindness, for poetry, for style, and many things.
But
And
especially food, just so you know.
yes, the food is amazing. And just as an introduction as well, I want to mention that I am originally from Mexico. I was born in a place called Pachuca Hidalgo, which is in the center of Mexico, close to Mexico City. And back there, when I was around 9 or 10 years old, that's when I started playing The Sims. And right now, I'm happily working on The Sims, which is amazing. I've been living in the States for the past 6 years now. What about you, Nadia?
I am from Venezuela, and I am very much the definition of a melting pot. My grandfather was Russian, my father is Italian, my mom is Venezuelan. I am right and mix it up in the middle, and I've always grew up kind of having customs.
The chat. I look over and people are saying Journey to Sallow.
My own as a Venezuelan, but
You
also
got...
from my father.
I'm going to have to disable chat because you guys are wild.
Latin America was a great place for me to grow up in the sense that it fostered that for me. I moved to the States, I want to say about 13 years ago, like formally. So it's been a long time that I've been in the States, and I'm glad to actually be able to continue to foster my identity in the States. I discovered The Sims around, I was in high school, and that was back in the 1600s. I'm very old. So I was in high school. One of my friends, bought The Sims, and it was The Sims 2 at the time, I believe. And, we hung out almost every day in the afternoon as a group of friends, and we just watch him play or sometimes play on ourselves. So that's how my love for The Sims started, because
just please remember to be respectful, guys. Be respectful.
And so much entertainment. Like sometimes we just create Sims and just hang out there, and you just let them do whatever. So it was actually pretty wonderful growing up. So yeah, it's I'm now that I am older, and I'm working on The Sims. It kind of has become this kind of full circle for me. So It's kind of been interesting in that way.
Yeah, and also being
thank
part
you,
of Latin America, I
Gavin.
grew up watching these TV shows, like
Thank
soap operas that we call telenovelas, and they're always like full of drama. So I actually realized that when I play The Sims, sometimes I add some drama there as well, and I guess that's the influence from like watching telenovelas back at home.
Yeah, the more dramatic, the better for me.
Yes.
Especially the faces. That will be something that most of it's stuff that you remember from the telenovelas. Like Venezuela is actually very prolific in the telenovela realm, at least back in my day. So it's actually super fun to kind of recreate some of the instances in my game, for example. So it's like the dramatic music in the background. That's fantastic.
Yeah, so today we're also gonna show some Latin American art that Nadia can.
Oh yes, so awesome. So we partnered with an amazing artist to kind of take their art into our game. We connected with some artists in Latin America to kind of showcase their vision and their their art, so we can transfer that in game for everybody to enjoy. Latin America, if you guys don't know, Latin America is home to some of the greatest artists in history and contemporary as well. To name just a few, I mean, you guys all know probably Frida Kahlo from Mexico and Botero from Colombia, and we have Tarsila do Amaral from Brazil. You have Carlos Cruz from Venezuela, which has been kind of emblematic, especially for us who have migrated out of the country. His designs are pretty much, the staple for us to remember. So these artists have truly made history, and as the years go by, the art stays on, and their vision and the way to self-express what they're feeling, what they're into, and what they think about certain things. It makes your home amazing, right? You're gonna feel like with a personality. So in The Sims, you can already replicate your homes. I mean, I can replicate my apartment for sure, but one of the things that makes it my home is kind of like my cultural representation.
Please be respectful, guys. Yeah.
Through art or how I
be respectful to what they're talking about, please.
Pictures and everything. So we want to show you who will be making their history in The Sims today, so to speak, and allowing us to share their art through the game. We're introducing to you the artist called Lano from Brazil. Lano is comprised of two artists, Carolina and Juliana.
This is going to be in the game, probably, hopefully.
We are taking their art piece called Imagine Landscape into the game.
Yes!
If you want to know about this
Thank you, Ghost.
Art piece, sorry, I stumbled my words a little bit. Where they're inspired by shapes and colors and textures and graphics that they find in nature.
Yeah, hold on, let me turn the stream down. Thank you, Ghost. And yeah, I agree. It's like, it's one thing to like, say like, oh, they're cute or whatever, but to like put like sexual things in the chat, that is definitely crossing a boundary. Please don't do that.
And all of that, so that's what it means. Which brings a lightness to their art, and also it can be complicated and complex, and take you in deep thought. So the piece that we just showed you, they really wanted to express lightness and organicity. So we hope that you guys see it as well. So what do you think about it, Salo?
I love it. Yeah, I mean, I always love art. I'm a concept artist. Yeah, and I really like this piece that is so detailed and looks so organic with so many lines.
Yeah, it's wonderful, and I will be sure to include more information in the item description when we put it into the game. As you know, we write this, so you guys know more about the artist as well.
So now let's talk about the creator chat. So as we mentioned before on the You Make the Sims website, we highlighted 10 inspiring Latin American simmers. So we actually, Nadia and I, got to meet virtually with 4 of these amazing simmers to talk about their passion for The Sims and also about their heritage, their Latin American heritage. As Nadia mentioned before, the most common languages in Latin America are Spanish and Portuguese, and that's why we decided to make this interview in those languages. But you will see subtitles like below, so you can understand what's happening if you don't speak these languages. But wait for us, watch the whole interview because we have some stuff to show after that. Pretty interesting.
Yeah, make sure that you come back because I know that please enjoy the interview, but also make sure you.
Okay, so they're gonna share an interview, but there's gonna be something else after that they're gonna reveal.
Me considero más una jugadora que narra, una narradora. Soy mexicana y conocí los Sims porque en mi cumpleaños del año 2008, me parece, por aquellos ayeres, mi papá me regaló un teléfono para mi cumpleaños en donde venía el juego de los Sims 2. Entonces desde ahí comencé a investigar más acerca del juego y pues la primera vez que lo probé en una computadora se incendió mi casa, entonces yo dije, wow, no puede ser, esto está increíble. Entonces desde ahí pues ya empecé a hacer como que mis historias, me casé y me divorcié el mismo día, así que, o sea, empecé a hacer un montón de locuras y me encantó. Entonces lo sigo jugando hasta hoy porque me divierto un montón y porque puedo expresarme, puedo ser yo misma, puedo compartir con la gente lo que me gusta y pues no sé, dramatizando siempre en los videos, haciendo historias y todo eso. Y mi conexión pues es que pues soy mexicana y llevo mucho el drama hacia las otras personas, hacia la gente que ve mi contenido. Es como ver una telenovela, mis series, entonces creo que eso es.
principales de la vida misma, pues. Suena, pero que suena, pero sí. A ver, ¿qué tal? El segundo a mí me sale en la lista Marcio.
Oh, meu Deus. Bom, eu tive um pouco doente esses dias, então eu tô me recuperando ainda. Bom, meu nome é Márcio, mais conhecido como MT Sims. Eu comecei no YouTube há mais ou menos 5 anos, mas eu jogo The Sims. Na verdade, eu tive uma curta conexão em 2004, uma vez que eu passei o intervalo de uma aula na escola, né? E eu conheci o The Sims 2 no computador da escola, eu não tinha computador. Então, vi ali, a música grudou na minha cabeça, eu tinha que voltar lá para poder, pelo menos, jogar um pouquinho. Então, minha conexão foi curta, mas alguns anos depois eu consegui instalar o The Sims 3. Eu não gostava de construir, e hoje eu me considero um construtor. Eu conto um pouquinho de história, mas não é assim, eu crio umas coisas bem absurdas, e eu acho que foi isso que me fez gostar mais do jogo. Aquela parte de ser e fazer o que você quiser, construir o que você quiser, participar do que você quiser. Então eu acho que o The Sims é isso na nossa vida. E me afastou de muita coisa desagradável, me afastou de uma parte muito difícil da minha vida. Eu mudei de estado, né? Eu morava em outro estado do Brasil, eu morava no Rio, que é bastante conhecido.
I
Eu
agree.
mudei para o Nordeste.
Thank you
Então,
for the
muita coisa
super
mudou
chat. I
naquela
really
época,
appreciate
e o The
it.
Sims foi me distraindo, e hoje eu tô aqui fazendo entrevista aqui e, nossa, The Sims é um jogo que eu não quero de jeito nenhum tirar da minha vida, porque eu gosto bastante, eu gosto muito, muito, muito mesmo.
Hola, ¿cómo están? Yo soy Valeria, mejor conocida en internet como Valeria M. Yo inicié jugando los Sims en Game Boy Advance con The Urbs, Sims en la ciudad. Fue mi primer contacto con los Sims, me encantó.
I
Pero
love this. I actually
con los
really
Sims
love
en
this.
computadora. Yo soy de Panamá y en Panamá los juegos de
I mean,
PC
just
no
hearing them
eran
share
tan
like their
populares,
individual
entonces era
stories, I
muy
love this.
difícil conseguir juegos de PC. Cuando
This
yo
is
vi en internet
this is that
el
wholesome
tráiler de
moment that we
Sims 3,
needed for the
yo
stream.
quedé como, wow, ¿qué es esto? Les comento que yo soy una fanática de las muñecas y a mí me encantaban desde pequeña, y para mí los Sims es eso, pero potenciado al 1000%, y eso me encanta. Yo me considero una contadora de historias, una family player. Les comento que tengo una partida que tiene exactamente el mismo tiempo que tiene los Sims 4 de haber salido, y es la partida que le tengo más orgullo, es mi legacy personal, tiene más de 5 años, y me encanta todas las posibilidades que he encontrado en los Sims. Para mí, yo tengo una discapacidad, entonces yo no salgo mucho.
Okay.
Y como no salgo, no puedo vivir tantas cosas. Entonces, a través de los Sims, he encontrado esa manera para reconocerme a mí misma, para compartir con los demás, para hablar con demás personas y para formar una comunidad. Creo que eso es lo más bonito que a mí me ha dado los Sims.
So I'm Andrew, also known as Andrew Arcade, and I've been playing The Sims since the first one, just like you two, Nadia and Salo. So don't worry, you're not the only two. Sometimes it's kind of wild to see how far the series has developed since then, and how much it's just evolved with technology and just the customization of characters, which is what drew me in. Because like just being able to build your own environment and everything was such a new concept at the time. And yeah, being able to make my family that looks like them and reflects their personality was really huge. And that's definitely something that I bring into my gameplay. Is I'm a very family-based player, like doing legacy challenges. With The Sims 3, I did like a rotational playthrough where I'd play with each household in every part of like Sunset Valley for X amount of hours. And it's just cool because you kind of are looking over at this overmap of, you know, these decades of Sims that you've been playing with for so long, and seeing them interact with each other, which is really wild to think about it. I play The Sims today still just because I still love that creativity and the fact that it's just so easily shared now through websites like Twitch and YouTube, and even internally in the game, like the gallery, and how much that blew my mind, how I can like seamlessly bring someone's character into my save file without even having to like exit the game. Because I remember growing up, like how much of a process that was in the earlier games. So it's awesome. I really love that, and it's exciting to see that so much is continuing to be added with different diversity, like especially with the updates for Dia de los Muertos, and then also like the food update was huge. I loved that especially, and how there was all these little descriptions of like their origin and why people eat that food, like what they do with it, how they celebrate it. So it feels very organic, and like it trickles down even from the developers. Like I've been very fortunate to go there to EA and Redwood and meet the staff, and it's like just really awesome to see this collaboration of so many different beautiful minds. My own personal connection with Latin America is I'm Mexican American. Both my parents are Mexican. I grew up in Mexico for like the first 5 years of my life, and then we moved up here to California in America, and I've been playing The Sims ever since 2000.
Okay. O que mais te deixa orgulhoso na sua cultura?
O que mais me deixa orgulhoso na minha cultura, eu acho que o calor humano é o que eu mais gosto na minha cultura, sabe? Relacionado a isso, como que eu posso dizer? Eu acho que o Brasil é muito receptivo, é um local muito bom para você se divertir também. Eu sou muito de abraçar, eu sou muito de... A primeira vez que eu tô vendo uma pessoa, eu quero abraçar a pessoa. E muita gente não curte tanto, né? Mas eu sou assim porque a maioria dos brasileiros são assim.
Igual
I'm actually really enjoying this. I wasn't expecting to.
Igual en Venezuela. Como somos de calor humano y de bastante dichos y cosas que solo nosotros entendemos, pero...
I'm just kind of blown away about Andrew Arcade being in this, because I didn't expect that. And I don't remember if they like said that he was going to be in this or not, but I just wasn't expecting it. And I used to watch him like all the time, so I was like, ooh, Andrew's here.
Somos un país de tránsito y toda la vida nos hemos caracterizado por eso, es por eso que aquí hay muchas culturas. Entonces tú cuando vienes a Panamá te das cuenta de que el panameño y el que no es panameño se va a sentir panameño muy rápido, porque aquí hay de todo para todos.
Es lo que me encanta también, que somos de diferentes países, pero todos tenemos cosas muy relacionadas. Como que no sé si es el clima o bueno, que toda la historia que tenemos en nuestros países, pero todos somos muy cálidos y nos encanta conocer personas, abrir las puertas.
What everyone was saying really resonated with me as well. And even though now that I live in America, pre-COVID, my family and I would go to Mexico pretty often to still visit our family. And there's always that sense of like family no matter where you're at. And I think that's just like such a big part of the culture, and always having our door open for each other and supporting each other, and also just bonding over, you know, our special, like I brought up the food earlier because that really is such a great thing. Nothing better than a hot meal around your loved ones, and also being able to resonate with like all the music and shows. Mia was saying how with her gameplay with telenovelas, how that influences her gameplay. And like literally that's the only reason I know a little bit of Spanish, because like growing up I used to watch them with like my mom, and like that drama definitely translates into my gameplay too, because there's just some of the most like outrageous storylines that you'll ever see. Like it doesn't even compare to like any American television at all. So like there's just so much creativity, and I've definitely siphoned that from a lot of like my favorite like Mexican influencers, celebrities, musicians, so on and so forth.
¿Hay algo que han aprendido de ustedes, o sea, que se han dado cuenta, o un crecimiento, digamos, personal jugando a los Sims, o de la comunidad de los Sims? O sea, que, digamos, ¿cómo creen que han madurado o no? Siendo parte de la comunidad.
Thank you, honey, for the super chat, and I do too.
Enseñado de ustedes mismos que, oye, sí, soy yo. A ver, ahí empezamos con Mia.
Bueno, madurado, lo que se dice madurado no, pero...
No te preocupes, yo tampoco.
No sé, yo creo que sigo siendo como una niña. Creo que eso siempre se me va a quedar, por ejemplo, lo de los videojuegos, pero sí, de los Sims aprendí muchas cosas de mí, porque yo solía ser una persona muy, no sé, como que muy, ¿cómo se dice? Introvertida, o sea, solía ser muy introvertida, se hablaba con gente, pero me daba muchísima pena expresarme, hablar así con gente nueva. Entonces, desde que comencé con mi canal de YouTube y con el juego de los Sims, ahora hablo y ya nadie me calla. Entonces sí, aprendí mucho eso y pues por ejemplo que soy valiente también, porque me ha aventado a hacer cosas que jamás hubiera pensado hacer, como el viajar sola, el pues aventarme a otro país sin saber bien el idioma porque mi English es muy malo, así que entonces sí han habido ciertas cosas que pues me ha enseñado mucho y pues sobre todo a ser valiente y a luchar por mis sueños.
Exatamente a mesma coisa. Ainda sou
Me
muito
too, Nikki. Thank
tímido.
you.
Eu sou um pouco tímido. No começo, quando eu comecei a jogar o The Sims 4, eu criava as minhas casas e eu não tinha coragem de compartilhar na galeria. Eu era tímido a esse ponto, porque eu sempre tive medo de julgamento, tive medo de tudo. Aceitar crítica, eu aprendi a ser quem eu sou hoje com o jogo. Ou eu aprendo isso, ou eu nunca vou compartilhar uma casa na galeria. Então foi exatamente isso que aconteceu. O que eu aprendi com o jogo, o que eu aprendi com The Sims, foi a ser o Márcio de hoje, o Márcio que tem canal.
Yo soy periodista. En mi caso yo nunca he sido introvertida, siempre he sido muy extrovertida, pero como tengo una deficiencia física, pues a veces la gente no lo toma tan en serio y no tengo oportunidades. Y gracias a los Sims yo he logrado varias cosas. Uno, vivir de algo que me gusta. Esto a mí me representa en mi vida un sustento. Y eso solamente me lo ha dado mi pasión por los videojuegos y mi pasión concreta por los Sims. Y eso es algo que yo toda la vida voy a estar agradecida. Me he creado yo misma oportunidades y he sabido salir de mi zona de confort, aunque esté detrás de una computadora. Y una anécdota personal que quiero compartir con ustedes: hace muy poco mi hermano falleció, entonces yo inicié en el mundo de los videojuegos por mi hermano.
Aww.
Y mi hermano me inculcó mucho lo de los videojuegos y él estaba muy orgulloso de que yo jugara a los Sims y todo esto, y que tuviera como esa pasión loca por los Sims. Y yo dejé de jugar, justamente falleció unos días antes de que saliera la expansión que yo más estaba esperando, que es Cottage Living, y en ese momento no la jugué, porque me sentía muy mal, obviamente, pero cuando me volví a conectar y volví a jugar y encendí la computadora y dije, ¿sabes qué? Voy a sentarme y voy a probar la expansión, porque es algo que estaba esperando mucho y estoy segura que a mi hermano le hubiera gustado, que hubiera jugado. Y ya cuando me conecté de nuevo a los Sims fue como que una paz interna. Yo no puedo dejar de jugarlo, me hace muy feliz.
Creo que a todos nos ha sacado de situaciones difíciles, porque pues yo también empecé jugando para distraerme de los problemas, ¿no? De los problemas que tenía, y pues sí es como una buena salida para explotar tu creatividad y reírte con las cosas que hacen.
Y creo que una de las mejores partes de trabajar en los Sims es ver cómo los Sims impactan la vida de tantas personas.
Sí.
Sí, incluyéndonos. También a mí, por ejemplo, muchas veces estoy muy estresado y quiero distraerme, y jugar los Sims es como que estoy viviendo la vida de ellos, entonces no tengo que pensar en otra cosa.
Sí, no me preocupo por mí hoy, me preocupo por mí.
And let's go with Andrew. So, have you learned anything about yourself from playing the game or from the community?
Yeah, I totally agree with everyone was saying how it can be such a great way to escape from the stresses of life. And in the same way, it leads to a lot of inspiration and kind of whenever I'm playing with a sim and they're starting from their bare bones and working their way up to
Chat, please stop being disrespectful.
Mansion, and they're in the top of their career and everything, and it's like you can't help but feel a little.
She just like explained like something really like deep and personal, and there's like people in here like making fun, and that's like not cool. Please don't do that.
One way it's helped me tremendously is I never thought that I would get into like video editing or even making my own social media channels and learning how to grow those, manage them. And by playing The Sims and being so passionate about it, it's been able to really help me develop those skills. And ultimately, it's helped me land a job in the gaming industry, which is like what I wanted to do as a kid. I was just always really into video games. So I'm really glad that it's like taught me all these experiences, and also like helped me meet with a whole bunch of other simmers in the community. And through that, there's like so many wild networking opportunities that you would never even imagine. So Sims has definitely just furthered that passion of mine and helped it become a reality for sure.
Para terminar, me gustaría saber de todos ustedes cuál es su logro que les orgullece más relacionado con los Sims. Y vamos a comenzar con...
I'm trying to get more moderators
Yo
into
estoy
the
muy
chat.
agradecida porque
Hold on.
hayan tenido esta iniciativa de invitarnos a este chat Inside Maxis y a las entrevistas, y que este año se tomó la herencia latina muy fuerte dentro del juego. Soy una creyente profunda de que el juego es incluyente y diverso para todos.
I recently finished this challenge that's called the Not So Berry Challenge in The Sims 4. And oh my God, it took me like 3 years. It was just so long because you just had to hit so many different like achievements. And I think my total log time for that was like 550 hours or something like that. It was an investment. And oh my God, it was really fun though, because the challenge, which was made by Little Simsy and Always Simming, it's like built to explore like every single aspect of a bunch of these different packs that you normally wouldn't explore naturally. So it was cool to kind of play it differently and see what The Sims 4 has to offer, because sometimes there are, you know, careers or even these small little features that go overlooked. So it definitely opened my eyes to like some other possibilities that I didn't even know existed.
Yo de verdad miro al pasado y veo a mi yo de 13 años quitándole la escalera al niño que me rompió el corazón en el juego, y ahora estoy haciendo muchas historias y es como que bastante,
That's a new one.
no sé, muy reconfortante el hacer feliz a tanta gente, entretenerlos, así como yo me distraía con los Sims de mis malos días, pues darle a las personas que me ven lo mismo.
Mas meu orgulho ajudar de alguma forma as pessoas. Não é algo pessoal, é algo mais de fora, mas de alguma forma meus vídeos ajudam pessoas, sabe? E eu gosto muito disso. De vez em quando eu vejo no Instagram uma mensagem de alguém: Márcia, eu tava tão mal, tava passando por um problema, e você postou um vídeo, você falou coisa, fez eu rir. E isso eu acho que não tem preço. Eu me orgulho muito de alguma forma, eu ajudar as pessoas que assistem meus vídeos, sabe? Mesmo que seja, às vezes, um vídeo de construção pequena, ou até mesmo uma live, uma série de gameplay, ajudando as pessoas, eu acho que isso é o que mais me orgulha, com certeza.
Hi.
Muchas gracias a estas personas maravillosas. Thank you so much to these wonderful people. It was great to have a chance to meet you and talk with you.
Me too, Hannah.
Muchas
Thank you
gracias
for the
por-
super chat.
Yes.
Muchas gracias por estar con nosotros y por seguir estando con
I
nosotros.
just really enjoyed
a través
that.
de
I don't know.
Sims,
I just
y
really
muchas
like
gracias por
loved hearing about
estar
their
con nosotros para un par
experiences
de
and stuff.
preguntas y un ratillo. Muchas gracias. Thank you.
So,
I
speaking
guess.
about...
Sorry, Salo.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, speaking about wonderful people and the wonderful people that we met, we have also another wonderful person that we want to introduce you, and Nadia can start.
Yes, so as mentioned earlier, we have a special guest today from a wonderful organization called Special Effects, based in the UK. It's a game.
There's nothing wrong with, you know, not wanting to watch it or thinking that it's boring, you know, that's one thing. But like, I was looking into chat and seeing so many people going like, oh, I don't care about this culture. It's like, that is disrespectful. That's what I'm referring to, and that's what I'm talking about.
Hello. How are
Anyways,
you? How are you? How are you?
We're
How are
moving
you?
on.
How are you doing? You're feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. It's the evening time over here in the UK, so maybe a little bit different to where you guys are, but really enjoying the stream so far. So interesting to hear from people over there in Latin America about their experiences enjoying The Sims, and yeah, hoping to share some more interesting examples of fans of the game now who've been creating some wonderful art as part of our competition.
So I guess we can start by, how about you tell us a little bit about special effects? Like, what do you do and what's the vision for special effects?
Yeah, so just for anyone that's not familiar with our work,
Yes,
we're a
Lydia, thank
charity
you.
that specifically helps people with motor disabilities, physical disabilities that prevent them from using a conventional controller or mouse and keyboard. So we work directly with individuals to create bespoke control setups that allow them to access games like The Sims and enjoy that experience. And we also they work with games developers as well, like EA, to make the games more accessible at source, as it were. And generally, our vision or our mission is to try and make the wonderful world of video games as inclusive and accessible as possible.
That's awesome.
Amazing. Thank you so much for help.
And actually, The Sims participated in the One Special Game competition. Can you talk a little bit about this competition?
Yeah, so every day, every year, Special Effect have a day that we call our One Special Day, and it's like our Christmas and our birthday all come at once, and we do lots of different things to raise money and awareness for the charity. And one of the things that we do is called One Special Game, and it's an art competition designed for people that fans of particular games, special games, so that they can create posters for their favorite game. And we usually pick 2 or 3 games each year to give people a choice. And this year, one of those games was The Sims. And we had loads of entries from all over the world. People sent in digital art. They sent in actual paintings that they'd done on canvas, prints as well. A real variety of different styles, and people of all different backgrounds, from students to like hobby artists to people that do it professionally. And yeah, it was fantastic, and we were amazed by the response, really.
So, are we ready to show the winning?
Yes, well, this is very exciting because they've only just been revealed, and wow,
it's beautiful.
Look at this incredible creation.
That's good.
So with a wonderful transition, we have the artwork from Tasmin, and I am very excited for this because I know
Isn't
their
that
art.
good?
I see them on Twitter. They share their art all the time.
Me too. I love the art.
Every pack that we release, everything that we do, they have something, and they're amazing. I love them. So I'm happy that they entered the competition, and well, they won. So yay! Congratulations! We love it.
Yeah.
This is amazing.
Honestly, congratulations. It's such a beautiful poster. It's got a real kind of classic feel to it, doesn't it? Like a movie poster or something from the old days. And I love the colors and everything about it. In fact, Tasreen sent a nice comment with her entry. Would you like me to read it for you to see what she said?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, because I think it sums up why we had such a strong response this year to The Sims being one of the games that people could enter for. So Tasreen said, I've chosen to create a poster for The Sims because the game has been very special to me since childhood. I am able to play, control, express, and exercise my creativity without fear, which is why The Sims have been such an integral part of my life. I just think that's really beautiful, and it's obviously been such a big part of her life that she's inspired to create these amazing art pieces.
Yeah, that's amazing, and I'm glad that they're able to share their art with everybody.
Put it in the game. Put it in the game.
One of the other nice things about this competition is the people that help us to run it print up the winning entries as proper art prints, and they're available for sale in a limited edition. So apparently they're already selling like hotcakes. So yeah,
Wow.
that's a really nice thing, I think.
That's awesome. And so we find this where in the Special Effects website, or
Yeah, there's a link from our website, which is specialeffect.org.uk, and if they just look for One Special Game, they should find all the information they need.
That's awesome.
so you guys know what to do.
I'll definitely be getting one of these pieces for my wall, I think.
So do we want to show the other entries so you guys, everybody knows the variety in the entries and the
I want to see who else
breadth of the
submitted.
whole, spectrum
I'm
of entries?
curious.
I guess we can do that, right?
I think that'd be nice, yeah.
Oh,
Look at this.
A very different style here.
yeah.
very different. It's very like Pixelade adventure game situation.
Yeah,
Oh,
this is lovely.
Oh, I like their quotes.
Yeah,
I love
the
these.
Oh,
Oh my
nice.
This one's a very
gosh.
nostalgic feel to it. I really like it.
Oh,
In a window. It's
Would
very
be great
pretty.
on a window, yeah.
That is awesome, and thank you everybody who
Yeah.
contributed to the competition.
people
from
are
us,
so
and,
talented. Like,
you know, that's really amazing.
imagine
that
being
you
this
put your hard
talented.
work
I
there.
wish I could do this.
It gets traction, it gets visibility. So
I can't
love
even
that.
draw a stick figure.
Definitely,
Like,
definitely.
how are
This
people doing
competition has been so great for us as a charity because it's really boosted awareness of what we do with a whole new audience. As you can see, we're here on this stream today talking about it, and obviously people sharing their creations online and things. So we're hugely grateful to everyone that entered and took the time to create these works, and please keep drawing and sketching and painting, and who knows, one day maybe you'll end up being a concept artist as well for The Sims.
Exactly.
That would be amazing.
And thank you.
Yeah, I feel like anybody can learn to draw, but I feel like it does take like being a natural at something to just naturally excel at it. Like you can learn, but like I feel like it's still not going to be as good as like someone who's like passionate, you know?
Thank you, Tom.
Awesome. Thank you.
It's kind of like you're born with that ability almost.
And
It's
yeah,
so
I
special.
follow, yeah, I followed Taz Dream on Twitter, and it's great to see how she won this competition.
Yeah, I love when they have updates. Like they just pop up in my feed every once in a while, and I just look at everything. So with this transition. So should we talk about the 411?
Yes. So as you know, we have this segment called 411, which is where we talk about hot topics and when we show, where we also show a sneak peek for what's coming on the base game patch. And just as a reminder, we will have a recap on Friday on our blog and on our forums. So let's start with hot topics.
Here we go.
First of all, the Mobility Petition. So we want you to know that we took note of the petition, and we want to say thank you for everyone who's always reaching out to the Sims and giving us pointers on what to do to make this game better. Because as you can see, Nadia, I, and the rest of the team, we're super passionate about what we do, and we all want the Sims to be like the best game out there for many years to come. So mobility items are like at the top of our minds. As you know, we have a roadmap, and we have been including different things like the addition of skin tones, the Asian facial features, updated black hairs, and we're currently doing research on gender-neutral language with pronouns. So representation remains like the core pillar of The Sims, and that's helping us guide our roadmaps on what we want to deliver for free for the base game in the future. And mobility items are at the top of our minds. So thank you so much for creating this petition, because we hear you.
Yeah, and thank you so much for your continued feedback every release, every time you have the chance. I know I usually add that in the patch notes that I write, but I really mean it. Thank you. So, the next item is Sims Delivery Express. But, what is that? It's a freezer bunny on a box. Well, not quite. So whenever you see this freezer bunny, you just know it's good news. Is it though? But it is. You just got a Sims Delivery, and it stopped. All right. So Sims Delivery Express. But for short, we're gonna call it SDX. It will be a system that will deliver free content to your base game as a complementary and a little bit more spontaneous sibling than our regular game update. So what does that mean is basically you won't need to patch like a full patch as we usually do to get content with the system. So that is actually super cool, and hopefully it is a seamless companion to our game updates. So, but what is a Sims Delivery, and why is it called, and why do they need an Express? So basically, a Sim Delivery could be a build mode asset or a create a sim asset. It could be a clothing, a hair, an accessory, or a combination of those. It could be something in build mode or a couple of things in build mode. it could be tiny little fixes that don't need a base game update to apply to your game. Something not complex. So we can potentially, get them into your game that way. So there is, and in the future we hope to expand this to a little bit more robust. But for now, we're gonna stick to a little bit of this, just for. So we hope you enjoy every Sims delivery that we will approach in the future. So whenever Sims deliveries are out, to get a Sims delivery, all you need to do is launch your game as per usual, and the game will check to see if there's new content available. So you don't even have to, do much to know what's going on.
I'm kind of confused,
so
but
if there's content available, you download it and you restart the game after the load is completed, and you can totally enjoy it in your game. So it's seamless in that way. So a little bit of facts about this system. XDX will be available on PC, Mac, PlayStation, and Xbox, so basically every platform that The Sims 4 is in. And the next Inside Maxis, we're going to have you a real peek on this system because it is coming up not in the next game update, but in the future one. In a future one. So it's not like right now. No. So another fact is like this content will be free for all players. That means yes, it's not paid content. And this content should not negatively impact mods or CC content. So basically, they should not be disabled when this content comes about downloaded into your game. So, and with these notes, I want to make sure that you guys know what it doesn't do. Because it does a lot of things, but also we will tell you what it doesn't do is major bug fixes, like giant updates. That is not what is happening. Like we're not releasing worlds or anything big content in that nature. Like we're not gonna, release an expansion pack via this system. No, that's not. That's not what it's for. So, or major change the gameplay or UI. That is also not with the system. So, just a sister companion to the base game update. Pretty much.
Is anyone else kind of confused?
As a note, and you can start doing this now. Console players.
What exactly
you will
is
need
it?
to link your console account to EA account to be able to experience and use SDX. So I suggest you start doing that now, just so you have that done. And another note is that every Sims delivery, either previously downloaded or not downloaded by you guys, will be included in a future game update after. Except if there's limited content. But we will try to incorporate those in a future game update. So that way, if you missed it, or
I'm just trying to figure out exactly what it is.
As you guys know, we want you to know. As you guys know, our team is always innovating and exploring new forms of gameplay for a global community because that is important to us. So with this system of Sims Delivery Express, we are super excited to continue bringing these types of content to you guys. For base game and beyond, and we have so much going on and so much planned for the Sims 4. So
Is it
keep
just
an
a
eye
way
out for our updates, our base game.
Is it just like a new way to get like free content, basically? I'm not really like a.
Hello, how do you take us to the next?
I'm like a visual learner.
so
I need to see it
Another
to
question
understand.
that we heard a lot is, do you have plans to refresh any other expansion or game packs? So it is so exciting that you guys really enjoyed the Spa Day refresh. I know that I loved the trailer. Everyone loved the trailer. I feel like it's one of the best ones we've had. The music especially was pretty good. And we've seen that people have really enjoyed the content that we added also to this game pack. But the only thing that we can say for now is that even though we love transparency, right now we're gonna just keep it a secret. So you have to wait and see if we have anything coming in the future. So we cannot say much about this.
Well, I guess we don't know then, guys.
So another question that we get asked a lot.
So it's a
is,
yes,
why
basically.
does the sim release content from packs into the base game? Like, why do we, transfer them over? And we have heard feedback that there are herds currently gated behind DLC or pack that offer more in representation that does include it with the base game. So we want to make sure that they're available for everybody. we love creating packs that offer cohesive and immersing themes and experiences, but we're also committed to ensuring access to our full catalog of character elements that are for representation purposes, so to speak. We want to make sure that everybody has a chance to represent themselves in game with us, so that is one reason that we do that. We're continuing to research and select a small number of hairstyles from previously released packs. We will be adding to the game for the benefit for all the simmers in the future. Like, it is something that we're balancing out, but expect to have more of that soon. And
before we go to the sneak peek, we have some quick housekeeping that we need to do. So the window that we feature on the Industrial Love Kit marketing image will be available to everyone in the base game at the end of November. So we wanted to say thank you for your patience, and we can't wait to see what you create with this new window.
So stay tuned for our date around November.
Yes.
Take a look at that.
And it will be part of the base game.
It will be part of the base game. We're to make sure that they don't know.
Yes. And okay, we can move on to the
I wasn't gonna say this, but I'm just gonna say it. So we had to wait 3 months for one window.
And for that, we have Sim Breakup.
I mean, it might have been 2 months.
Hello, Doc.
Hi, everyone. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm really excited to talk about what we've been working on lately today. Thanks for having me on the stream.
Oh, thank you for coming.
All right. So for everyone that's checked out the roadmap recently, I want to take a look at that first before we dive right into the feature. You may have seen that we had free updates listed here on the menu. And today, specifically right here, right now, I'm going to introduce you to a free update that will unlock new ways to play. So here we go. In the next base game update, we're going to be adding a new feature called Scenarios to the Sims 4 base game. What are scenarios? Well, these are a new way to play The Sims. We'll be providing players with different situations to work towards an outcome. There's going to be different outcomes for many different scenarios, and it'll be up to you to figure out how you want to achieve those outcomes. That's right, I said outcomes, plural. There's going to be more than one way to complete a scenario. Just like in real life, you never know how the story will go, and how you get there is completely up to you. So, in this next patch update that we have coming out for you next week, you will be seeing 2 brand new scenarios at launch. Those scenarios are called Making Money and Finding Love After a Breakup. Making Money places your sim in a situation where they have 0 simoleons in their bank account. And to complete the scenario, you have to work your way all the way up to 1 million.
So it's like missions,
How
like
you
goals.
get there is completely up to you, and you could choose the noble route to work your way through hard work, pull yourself up, or you could even get 1 million simoleons in, other ways, cheating, stealing, things that you would never ever do in real life. So it's really up to you how you want to get to your goal. So next up, why don't we walk through the actual feature in game? Once you've downloaded the updates to the patch to the base game, you will be greeted by this handy dandy shiny new scenario button here on the main menu. To access the scenarios, click on it, and you'll see this wonderful pop-up here labeled Challenge Scenarios. So these first batch of scenarios that we're releasing have a bit of a challenging element to them, so we're labeling these as challenge scenarios for the time being.
Oh.
So as you can see, we've got Making Money here and Finding Love After a Breakup for our first launch scenarios. Today I'm going to walk you through Making Money. To access the scenario, you click on the View button, and then you'll see the description here. So it'll tell you a little bit about what you're getting yourself into. Please remember, for Making Money, though, your household funds will be set to 0 after you've moved into a lot, so be careful. You'll also be able to see any household requirements that may be present for this scenario. As you can see for this one, there's nothing listed, so there's no requirements for this one. And then you'll see some potential outcomes. There are some ones that are hidden too, but these are some of the ones that you'll be able to pursue. As you can see at the bottom, you'll have the option to start from a new save or start with an existing save. As a note, though, at launch, you will only be able to start a new scenario from a brand new household. Now, this is something we're aware of, and we're working to include in a future update to this feature as we move forward.
Okay.
So let's start a new save today, and it'll bring you right into Create a Sims. You'll notice in the Create a Sims screen, it looks pretty familiar, except for we've got this nice little menu up here on the upper right that will tell you if there are any household requirements to start the scenario. So for making money, there's no requirements here, but for other scenarios, you will see maybe add 2 adult Sims, add 3 child Sims, and that'll all show up here, and it'll let you know if you've met the requirements before it allows you to proceed. So for this scenario, you can start thinking about how you want to play from the very beginning. So we're doing a scenario that has to do with, getting a lot of money and being very wealthy. So I'm going to just choose some random names here. And then my aspiration, I'm going to choose Fortune because I really want to get there quickly. And I'll choose Fabulously Wealthy. So for my traits, I'm going to go with Genius. Try and choose maybe the rocket science profession here. Then on traits, other traits, I'm going to let's choose Perfectionist. That sounds pretty good. And then for the last one here, let's go for Self-Assured. All right. Once we're in here, we're ready to go. We've double-checked there's no missing requirements met. We can go into the world selection screen.
So basically what this is doing...
There's no real big changes for this update. So you'll be able to select a lot. And let's go with Daisy Hovel right here.
So
as a note here, we will allow you to select between furnished, unfurnished, and bulldoze lot. But remember, for making money, your household simoleons will be set to 0 the second you start this scenario. So if you choose unfurnished or bulldoze lot, you could have a very difficult challenge up ahead. For today, though, why don't we just choose a furnished lot and dive right in.
So it's the rags to riches challenge, except the game is just monitoring what you're doing. It's basically just adding challenges that simmers have created.
Right. We are now in live mode with our scenario
monitoring your
started.
progress.
You'll see this wonderful notification TNS up in the upper right-hand corner here that will tell you that you started a new scenario. We've also added a lesson here, the top of live mode, that you can go through and read a little bit more about scenarios. If you'll notice this one note here, more types of scenarios will be added over time. That's right, we will be adding more scenarios after launch. Some of them will be available all time, and some of them will be available for a limited time. So be sure to check out the game in the scenario screen to see.
I want to pause it, but I can't because it won't stop.
All right. Once you've entered this point in live mode, it's basically up to you to figure out your destiny, how you're going to reach your goal that you're working towards. A couple of other additions here. Up in the upper left-hand corner, you'll see one of your outcomes that you're working towards. Have 1 million simoleons here. And then it's going to be up to you to play around a bit, choose a career, go to work, work really hard at it, or maybe choose other ways to get to 1 million simoleons. And yeah, it's up to you basically to choose your destiny here. Once you've completed a scenario and you've achieved one of the outcomes that we showed at the beginning, you'll actually be rewarded with satisfaction points. So you've got a nice little celebration moment, and it'll also show you that some satisfaction points have been deposited into your reward store that you can access from the aspirations down here. So once you've completed it, your reward points will show up here, and you'll be able to choose from anything in the reward store.
Limited? So it's not. So this is a tease. Right. So it's try and enjoy, and then it'll go away. Is that what he means?
Again, like I said, we're going to be adding more over time, and some new limited time scenarios that will be coming out shortly after lunch are titled "Too Many Toddlers" and "Perfectly Well Rounded." So be on the lookout for those in the game.
Okay, I have a lot to say about this, so let me just wait till he's done.
There are many questions that come to your mind that I've not answered today, so be sure to check out the Sims 411 recap blog post on Friday, and you'll find everything that I've talked about here and some more additional info in the FAQ. So with that being said, thank you so much, and I hope that you'll have a lot of fun with scenarios coming to the next base game with the next patch. Thank you.
Thank you, John.
Thanks for having me.
For going through that.
I have a lot to say, so stick around. I have a lot to say.
What do you think about Scenario Solo?
I'm excited. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to the Beyond Breakup one that he says.
Yeah.
I was like,
they had me in the first half, not gonna lie.
Who knows? I don't know, but we'll see. So I'm looking forward to that for sure. Besides, what happened? Oops.
You know.
It's so windy. I'm hoping my power doesn't go out.
Something happened. Okay.
Oh my god, I have so much I want to say.
Difficulty. Stay tuned. Do, 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 do. And let's do the music, like technical difficulty music. Do, 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 do. All right.
Well, since we're fixing this, just we wanted to give you a reminder that the Sims 411 recap will be available and on the Sims 411 blog, and this will be on Friday.
Yep. So stay tuned for the blog, and they will have all the information there in case you missed it or in case you want to find out more about what we're speaking about today. I got music. I was joking earlier that I would burn some sage.
Oh my god. You didn't.
I probably should have. That's totally fine. All right.
Is it over or is it still going? Because I have a lot that I need to say, but I don't want to start yet.
The next thing that we were planning to show.
Probably, I don't know, could we?
Oh, there's another thing they're going to show?
It's okay.
Yeah,
let's do that.
It's a toddler.
So in the next, in a future game update, we have a small, stumble my words. As mentioned earlier, over time, we'll select a small number of hairstyles from previously released packs and add them to the base game for the benefit of all simmers and representation. We're happy to share that this cute, absolutely amazing toddler style will be available for everybody in the base game on the next pack. So, it's Salo. What do you think?
I'm so excited. So I was I don't know, a year ago or before, and I can't remember what time since the pandemic, but I remember when we're looking at all the hairs and all the treatment for different hairs. This one was one of the best ones that we had in terms of like African American hair, and you can see like the hairline has a lot of detail that we really liked. So I'm glad that we can now provide this hair to everyone.
Yeah, I absolutely love it. Oh, we're back! Our faces! Yay!
I have a lot to say. I'm trying to keep it in my mind. I feel like I'm going to forget.
Helping us in this transition.
I have a lot to say.
So, yeah. So, Salo, one word to describe it. What do you think?
So, I think it's going to be sweet or cute or adorable. What do you mean?
I mean, it's pretty adorable.
Yeah.
I mean...
She was cute. I love those little toddler hairs. You're so cute.
So, without much ado, that's it today. And it kind of looks weird with all the technical glitches, but thank you so much for joining us today for Inside Max.
All right. All right, we have some talking to do. There's a lot of things that I want to talk about. Oof. Oh boy. All right. So let's play the music. Where do we start? There's so much that I want to talk about. First of all, what are we thinking about these streams in general? Do you think for everything that they talked about in this stream, do you think it was worth the hour and 15 minutes that you watched, or do you think all of this could have just been in like a tweet thread? I feel like when it comes to deep dives for packs, you know how we get like the expansion pack deep dive? I feel like that's fine for a 1 to 2 hour stream because the whole time you're showing, you're explaining. You can't do that with a tweet. Whereas everything that they listed could have been like a blog post. I feel like all this could have been a blog post. And I'm just trying to say this in a way that doesn't come off disrespectful, because that's not what I'm trying to do here. That's not what I intend. basically what I'm trying to say was I enjoyed the segment about, you know, them like, you know, talking about why they love The Sims and, you know, their culture and stuff. But I feel like, you know, let's just actually put that aside. Let's just talk about the part at the end where they revealed the sneak peek, the hot topics in the sneak peek. I feel like all that at least could have been like a tweet thread. I just feel like it was just kind of a waste of time. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Like I said, I'm trying to say this in a way that doesn't sound disrespectful because I'm not trying to like, you know, say that I don't care or whatever. I'm just saying like I'm disappointed basically. Okay, but anyways, I want to talk about what they revealed. So with the scenarios, when they first said it and when they first showed that picture, the first thing that I thought in my mind were, so you know how we have like the errands in the game now with cottage living? Evening Moonlight, thanks for the super chat. Would have been fine if there was an end of the year pack coming. This is, hold on, it moved. I couldn't finish it. This is just a bad place to end. Yeah, I expected more for the fact that we're not getting expansion. I definitely expected way more. What was my thought? Where was I going? Oh, so you know how we have the errands, right? I was thinking like something similar to that where as you're playing your game, as you're progressing through your save file, you get little scenarios that pop up. So let's say your sim is in a relationship and then they break up, and right after you break up, the game recognizes that you've broken up with another sim because it realizes that you chose the interaction to break up, and then like the scenario will pop up and say life after a breakup, and then you can accept it and you can do it, and it's like a mission thing. You know, I was thinking as you're playing, things are gonna pop up and you have to go through with goals and complete them, but it doesn't work like that at all, I guess. It says you can start it from an existing save file, but you have to like, I guess, remember and then go out to the main menu and then come back in. It's not immersive at all. Like, it's like, oh, I just remembered I can do this challenge, so let's exit to the main menu and load it and come back in. It's like, it's not part of the seamless experience. It breaks the immersion of the life simulation. Does that make sense? I'm having a hard time putting my thoughts of that into words. That's what I thought it was going to be. But basically what it is and what they've explained is it's basically the concept of a Sims challenge. You know how Simmers Online create the challenges. The Rags to Riches challenge. I guess the Legacy challenge, like all these things. It's basically the Sims team's way of taking those player created challenges and putting it in the game and making it into a way to where the game is recognizing the progress that you're making, and you know, it'll basically tell you you've completed it. It would be cool if there was some sort of reward that you get too, or like if you get like a crap ton of like points that you can use in the reward store, like that would be cool too. Like there needs to be like an initiative to want to do these things, because with the challenges that the players and that the Simmers are creating, it's a bullet list of things that you have to be following, whereas with what he showed, I mean, it's just one thing that he showed. There's probably going to be way more than this. It was just one goal, and it was to have $1 million, and that's it. There weren't like little things that you have to do along the way. It's just, I guess the best way that I can describe how I'm feeling is like at first I was so excited because I saw the potential. Like I was like, oh, I see where they're gonna go. It's gonna be this and this, but it wasn't like that at all. It was just kind of very surface level to me. And someone said it in the chat. I'm trying to remember who said it, but it was like just described perfectly. But they basically said something like, so it's basically something new, but not something new, basically, you know? Because it's like, it's something we've already had with the challenges, except now it's just kind of monitored by the game. I don't know. What did you guys expect from it? Did you expect something different, or is this like what you thought it was going to be? I don't know why my mind just went somewhere completely different. And I started getting all these ideas, and I was like, oh my gosh, this could be so cool. Like even if it's not something that's triggered by the game from something you do in the game, like for example, if you're in if your sim is in a relationship with another sim and you hit the breakup interaction, and then it pops up, you've just broken up, would you like to do this scenario, you know? It would still be cool if you could be in your save game and choose something that you want to do at any time and start it, you know, instead of having to exit out to the main menu. That would be cool. But like I said, they haven't really shown too much of this, so there's still a lot left that we don't know, and they could totally add those things. We don't know. But what I'm interested to see is what mod creators do with this. I feel like maybe the whole point of them putting this in is because they know mod creators are going to run with it. And maybe it's kind of like, I feel like this has just been the case with this game for a very long time, to where they put something in the game and they don't really give us much. And they're just like, all right, here's the foundation. Let's let the mod creators build on it. I feel like whether that's their intention or not, I'm excited because I know that the mod creators are going to do that, you know? They're going to build on this if they can. I hope that the devs have created this into a way to where it's moddable, because it's very possible that it might not be. We don't know. We just have to wait and see and find out. And of course, like, if there's any new information, I'll make videos and stuff on it. And I probably won't make a video today because of the stream, and I'm, you know, going to be talking about all this stuff here. But yeah, let me read the chat. I'm just interested to see what you guys are saying. We really didn't need what they showed us. I mean, not to be rude, there's so much more they could have done with this. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It could have, this is just like the perfect thing, like, to say, like this whole concept was great. Like, it's a great concept, but it doesn't look like it's going to be great execution. But it's also like, I don't want to jump the gun because it's not even out yet. And they just showed us a little bit, and they said that, you know, they're going to be adding more to it in future updates and stuff. So it's like, I don't want to like judge too soon, you know, because it's not even out yet. But also at the same time, we're allowed to have opinions and judge on what they showed us because, you know, we're allowed to have thoughts on that. So there's nothing wrong with having an opinion, whether it be negative or positive on this. Yeah, what was this spooky surprise? Did they say anything about a spooky surprise? Or is that coming at like another time? Also, is there really an update out now? I saw during the stream, during the chat, you guys were saying there's an update that just rolled out. Your game needs to update. And, excuse me. Coffee's fighting with me. I didn't have my Origin open, so I didn't get to see. So let me get my Origin open now, and I'm gonna look to see if there's an update for me. Because a few people were saying, hey, there's an update for PC, it's out now. And then some people were like, not for me on console. So let's update game, and let me see if there's actually something in here. No update. I don't know what you guys were talking about. No update. All right, what are our thoughts? I feel like I was kind of harsh with what I said, but you know, I'm on here to be honest, and I'm not on here to sugarcoat things, and I feel like this could have been so much more. I feel like it could have been so much more if they would have like put it up as like one of those like poll things where we got to vote for what, you know, it could be about and where it could go. I feel like that they definitely need to consult with the community more often, because we could give them a lot of guidance. I mean, we've been giving them a lot of guidance. We've been, you know, telling them, you know, you can improve here, you should improve here, this could work. And I feel like they've listened sometimes, but I feel like that could have definitely helped with a feature like this, because this is something with so much potential. Like, imagine being in your game and, you know, I'm trying to think of scenarios in my mind, you know, like, I can't even like really even think of anything, to be honest, right now, but you get what I'm trying to say. Like, things that happen sporadically and spontaneously a part of your gameplay. You do something, and that interaction that you choose triggers a little pop-up that says, you can now start this scenario because you did this. Would you like to do it? Yes or no? You press yes, it pops up, there's your bullet points. This is what you need to do. This is what you can end with. And then if you do it, this is a reward that you get. Maybe supply points that you can use to, I don't know if they're called supply points or perk points. I forget what they're called because I don't use it. But it's basically the same point system from when you do the whims. You get the points and you can do the reward store. It's like, that would be so cool, But also, oh my gosh, you guys are bringing up Paralives in the chat. That's also another thing that I want to talk about too. Paralives is probably watching the stream right now going, and then next thing you know, Paralives is gonna watch and they're gonna launch the game with them. Oh boy. Watch everything that I just said be in Paralives. I wouldn't be surprised if they're watching this like a hawk right now, trying to get all the little ideas and details that, everyone's asking for. FYI, the Mobility Petition isn't about cars. It's about adding disability items to the game like wheelchairs. Okay, so they basically said in that portion that they hear us. I don't know if I was zoning out. Did they say that they were adding anything? Like, was anything confirmed to be added? Like, did they say that wheelchairs are coming? Or I don't know why I just didn't my mind was out that moment. It seemed very fast, didn't it? I felt like the interview portion with the interviews in Spanish and Portuguese, I felt like that was it felt like an hour. And then I felt like that little segment at the end where they did the hot topics, the 411, the sneak peek. I feel like that was a minute and a half. I know it was longer than that, but it felt so fast. My brain couldn't process everything. It was so quick. It was 98% interview, 2% content. I mean, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the interview at all. I actually really enjoyed the interview. I just felt like that was really long, and I feel like the interview could have been a completely different stream and uploaded onto their YouTube channel, and they could have had a whole title for it, so people that were interested in that could have been able to watch and check that out. I definitely feel like that was something that should have been separate. And then the Maxis Monthly, the 411 Hot Topics should have been this stream. Because this stream was long. Normally the Inside Maxis is 15, 20, 25, 30 minutes. They could have definitely had the whole content in that stream and then the interview be a separate one. I don't think that should have been sandwiched in the middle. I don't think so. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Don't attack me. I don't want people to go, "You're xenophobic." No. I love hearing about that kind of stuff, but I just think that should have been separate. Just my opinion. Write that down, exactly. Oh my goodness. All right, is there anything else that you want to talk about before I wrap things up here? Anything else that you want to talk about or you want me to talk about? Yeah, like I said earlier in the stream, there's nothing wrong with saying, "Oh, I'm not interested in this segment." That's not disrespectful at all. There's nothing wrong with not being interested in a certain part of a stream, and it's okay, but it is completely different to go in the live chat and say, "No one cares about your culture." I saw that 4 times at least. That is disrespectful. I just don't understand how people aren't seeing the boundary. There is a clear line, and a lot of people aren't crossing it, and some people are crossing it, and it's it's right in the sand. How do people not see the difference between, "I'm not too interested in this, I feel like this could be a little boring," and "No one cares about your culture"? It's how do you not see that, I don't know if I'm gonna do a recap, guys, because it's kind of, most of us watched it. And also, I think they mentioned that on Friday they're gonna do a 411 recap. Normally after the Inside Maxis streams, they post the whole thing just shortened down into maybe a minute or less or something. So I guess we're all gonna get a recap on Friday from the Sims team. There's nothing to recap. They can shorten it into 2 seconds, you guys. You guys. What I want to know is, look at her. She's having bath hour. What I want to know is, what's the spooky surprise? Were they not supposed to tease that on the EA Brazil account? Was that like posted before they were allowed to? Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that? What is that thing that it's like a new system to where we're going to be getting like the small free content thing? What was it called? See, I don't even remember. What exactly does it mean? I was kind of confused by like exactly how it's going to be implemented and what the difference is, because how we traditionally get the free content, we just patch our games, right? So like, what is this? Is it like something in the game that you click on and it shows you what's being added and when? SDX, like what exactly? It's like a delivery service, but like, okay, Sims Delivery Express. How is it different from just patching your game? Is it like an in-game thing that shows you what's coming and then you can download it while you're in the game? Is that? That's what I was thinking it was, but I don't know. Well, I thought by chance, God, this chat is moving so fast, I can't read it. It's an auto update. Can you do it while you're playing your game? You don't have to patch, okay. It doesn't break mods, right? Because when they patch, it breaks the mods. So this is their way of giving us stuff without patching, therefore without breaking mods. Okay, I kind of like it. I think I'm gonna have to wait and see it in action first before I can form an opinion. Marie, thank you for the super chat. As far as disability and mobility, I got mixed feelings. As long as it is well done, I don't mind. I say it again, well done. Yeah, the whole disabilities in The Sims 4 is a very controversial topic because there are a large amount of people that are saying we need this representation, and there's also a lot of people saying I don't want this in the game. And a lot of people say, you know, I play The Sims because I am escaping that. I see both sides, so it's just like, I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I feel like either way, the Sims team's gonna get backlash if they add disabilities or if they don't add disabilities. I also was thinking, like, if they were to add disabilities, do you think they're gonna add like real life disabilities, or if they're gonna be like made up Simlish ones? You know, like how in The Sims, when you get sick, you know, there's like all these like different like weird names that aren't, you know, that don't exist in real life. And it's basically just like, you know, in the world of The Sims, like even like the holidays and stuff aren't real holidays. It's like, you know, Winterfest and Lovefest. It's like The Sims have their own holidays, their own illnesses, and all kinds of stuff that's unique to The Sims. That's my point, is that it's not stuff that's pulled from real life, it's fantasy. So if they were to add disabilities, do you think they would be fantasy disabilities, or do you think they would be pulling in real things? Or do you think it would just be objects without any link to a disability? So they would just add a wheelchair, or, you know, I don't know. Yeah, because if they just add a wheelchair, you can kind of, you know, I guess, have it be whatever you want. Whatever the player wants it to be in the game. Instead of the game telling you this is what it is. I don't know. It could go many different ways. I don't know. We will have to wait and see. Yes, I just hope they consult with players with disabilities. Oh, I'm sure that they're going to do that, and I'm sure that they probably have already done that, because they've had so many polls now where they've like, this is like the 4th time they've mentioned disabilities. They've been talking about it for a while. I even remember at one point Sim Guru Grant had brought it up too, and he was like, we want to make sure that we do it right. So, yeah. It makes me nervous too, I know. Got me thinking. Oh no. The boss eyed in the skin from the It crowd now. Thank you for the super chat. I used to play this on the piano and I forgot it. I want to learn the Sims theme again. Those were the days. I also think it should be an option where you could turn it on or off. Yes, I agree. I think many things should be an option. I don't think, like, with a game like this, nothing should be forced on a player. That options menu needs to be loaded down with stuff for on and off, because everyone plays differently, you know? It's a sandbox game after all. She's sleeping? Yeah, she's sleeping now. She was just doing her little grooming session. How do you feel about them adding DLC into the base game? I've already expressed my opinion on it. I feel like if they do it every now and then with small things, I feel like it's fine, but I feel like they've been doing it a lot. And even though I personally don't care, I feel like I can understand why some people that pay for packs get upset, because it's like, oh, I paid for that and now it's free, you know? But everyone has a different opinion on that. Guys, better babies, normal babies. I think at this point we need to pack it up. I think we need to pack it up and move out, because that's not coming. I just don't think we're gonna get that at this point. Imagine disabilities coming as a trait like vegetarian or lactose intolerant. I don't know how that would fly. If they're gonna be adding more traits, we need more trait slots, because we can't just have 3 things. Like, there are mods that give you more trait slots, but not everyone can play with mods, you know, console players, and you can't sum up you can't sum up the individuality of a sim in 3 traits. You can't do it. You can't do it. I think 5 should be the minimum, and I think we should be able to choose if we want more, and that could be like an option that you turn on and off in the settings, you know? If you want to add more, you can add more. If you don't, you don't have to. So like maybe choose up to 8 or something. Like, that would be cool. I'd love to choose that. That way it gives me a lot of variety to choose, you know, personality traits, and there's also some other things in there that aren't personality traits that are in the traits, like the whole vegetarian thing, you know? So like you could choose some non-personality traits or personality traits. And you could, you know, because you have a wide range, you can have an even selection of, I want a bunch of positives and a bunch of negatives, because it's no fun playing with all positives. And sometimes it's fun playing with all negatives. But, you know, you can mix and match, you know, and you can give yourself more of a challenge. Just think about it. Like, even if they just gave us more slots, that would change the gameplay so much, because there's so many more things that could be happening in your game if you have, what's the word? More of a contrast in the kinds of traits that you've chosen, more of like, more dynamics with it, you know? Next update, $1 per new trait slot. Oh boy. Oh my god, yes, we need the fears and the wants. Oh, we need the fears and the wants. I don't think it's coming. All right, guys, I think I'm gonna wrap this up. I don't know what else to talk about. I feel like I'm just gonna basically just re-explain everything at this point. This stream was interesting. If you're watching this and not live, if this is up and you didn't watch it live, let me know down in the comments what you think about everything. Share your opinions, be as honest as you can. And of course, while being respectful as well. Especially to the segment about the cultural stuff. That was the chat during that portion was kind of, honestly, I was kind of embarrassed to read some of that stuff. It's like, okay, you know, if you find it boring, that's one thing, you know, you're not interested, but to say some of the really bad things that I've seen, that was not cool. But I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you have a great rest of your day. That was stressful. Like, I aged 5 years watching that stream. Oh, that was stressful. But, oh, they never put out dates, did they? So we don't know if there's something there. We don't know if there's a patch coming today or Friday or Thursday. I guess we'll have to wait and see then. All right. I love you guys. Bye.